So with the situation we're in right now, between the virus and all the variants, and the fact that it's winter, this is the time we should all be eating the healthiest food in our life, not only because it makes you feel great, but it's gonna boost your immune system. Anyways, that's exactly what we're doing today. We're making a Spanish white bean and sweet potato stew. Now this is a dish that hits on all cylinders, as it has the health factor, because it's packed with so many nutrients. It's very easy to make, and it comes together in just 40 minutes, folks. Not only is this stew super delicious, but it's gonna fill your body with so much goodness. All right, let's just dive right into this recipe. I'm gonna grab a stock pot, heat it with a medium heat, and add in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 30 milliliters. Now the vegetables I'm going to use to make this recipe are the ones that are most commonly used here in Spain when you're making a bean stew, but as always, you can use whatever vegetables you like or whatever you have on hand. After heating the olive oil for about 1 minute in the stock pot, I'm going to add in 1 small onion that I finely diced, 1 green bell pepper that I finely chopped, 1 carrot that's been peeled and finely chopped as well, and 4 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped. And we'll mix the vegetables around, that way they're all coated in that olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this continuously, that way the veggies don't brown too quickly and they all evenly saute. After about 4 minutes, and the onion is nice and translucent, and the rest of the vegetables lightly sauteed, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.30 grams, and 1 tablespoon of sherry vinegar, which is 15 milliliters. The sherry vinegar is what adds such an incredible balance of goodness to the stew. And we'll give it a quick mix, that way that paprika is evenly coating all the vegetables. Now to make this recipe, I'm using a Spanish paprika from Kiva. This is, in my opinion, one of the greatest Spanish paprikas out there, incredible depth of flavors. You'll find a link where you can get some in the description box below, and if you buy it from that link, you're also going to get 25% off your order. Once the paprika is well mixed into the vegetables, I'm going to add in half a cup of tomato sauce, which is 115 grams, and give it a quick mix. As always, the tomato sauce that I'm using, I made by finely grating tomatoes, but you can also use canned tomato sauce or even passata. While the tomato sauce is simmering, I'm going to grab 1 sweet potato. This one is medium to large in size. Rinse it under some cold running water and scrub it clean using a steel cloth. Now to make this recipe, I'm going to keep the skin on the sweet potato as it adds so much more nutrients, but if you prefer, you can peel the sweet potato. Then I'm going to pat it completely dry and cut it into small pieces that are about 1/2 inch thick, which is 1 1/4 centimeters. After simmering the tomato sauce for about 4 minutes and it's slightly thickened up, I'm going to add in the pieces of sweet potato into the stock pot. And we'll season everything with sea salt and a generous portion of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give this a mix, that way all the ingredients are well mixed together. Once everything is well mixed, I'm going to add in 2.5 cups of cooked white beans, which is 400 grams. The ones that I'm using are jarred white beans, which is the same thing as the canned ones, and I did add them into a sieve beforehand and rinse them under some cold running water. And we'll also add in 3 cups of vegetable broth, which is 710 milliliters. As always, the broth that I'm using is homemade. You'll find the recipe on how to make it in the iCard above and description box below. Then we'll add in 1 bay leaf, and we'll give it 1 final mix, that way everything's evenly mixed together. Then we'll turn up the heat from a medium heat to a high heat and bring the broth to a boil. Once the broth comes to a boil, I'm going to place a lid on the stock pot and lower the fire from a high heat to a low medium heat. And we're going to simmer this on a low medium heat between 15 to 20 minutes. This is enough time for all the flavors to develop and for those sweet potatoes to be perfectly cooked through. After about 18 minutes, I'm going to remove the lid from the pan And look how beautiful this turned out. And you know, you can always tell when your sweet potatoes are fully cooked through. You spear some with a toothpick, and if it easily goes in there, they are ready to go. I'm gonna remove the stock pot from the heat. Transfer some of the stew into a shallow bowl. And we'll sprinkle it with some finely chopped fresh parsley. Check it out, our Spanish white bean and sweet potato stew is done. This is known here in Spain as un guiso de alubias blancas con boniato. So easy to make, beautiful presentation, but most importantly, it's very healthy for you. Let's give this a try and see how it tastes. Now this is a dish of some good looking food. Can't wait to try this. Here we go. It is absolutely beautiful. All the ingredients work so well together with the vegetables, the white beans and the sweet potatoes, and then that Spanish paprika with the sherry vinegar. You just take it to the next level. You know, like I told you at the beginning, this is the kind of food we should all be eating right now. Not only is it healthy for you, but it's gonna fill your body with so much goodness. Give this a try. You are gonna absolutely love it. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Sam Cohen, Kent Anderson, Michael Cole, Luli Garcia Diaz, Grace Suarez, and Amy Martinez. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. For the rest of you, if you're not with me on Patreon and you'd like to support the show, you'll find my Patreon link in the description box below and iCard above. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. That way our Spain on a Fork community can continue to grow. Till the next time, hasta luego.